Jennifer Erling King on the Wajenzi Farm in Belize. Just wanted to talk today about if you're planning to, or even thinking about, or even wanted to just be self-sufficient and just get out of the rat race and just not do that anymore and just have your own homestead. I'll give you a few pointers of what I've learned. I've been living off grid for 9 months now, and I'm loving it. There's some pros and cons and some things to think about. And so here we go. First thing, one, get the naysayers out of your head. You want to do it? Do it. People will always try to talk you out of doing something that doesn't fit within their comfort zone. Okay? And true success and happiness comes by taking a chance to step outside of the norm. You know, my whole life, everybody told me I was crazy. I was nuts because I never did anything the way everyone else did it. I didn't see everybody else happy doing the regular 9 to 5 and working for somebody for 20, 30 years and then collecting the pension. I didn't see that. So I didn't do that. I started my own business very early, when I was 14, 15. And I always had that entrepreneurial spirit because I wanted to live the way I wanted to live. I felt like there's no reason why we have to just slave forever. And then when we retire, we're too old, and not just old, but we're not healthy. Where, our body is broken down because we didn't take the time to take care of ourselves. We would just work. So for one, if you want to do it, you do it. Now, I'm sweating right now because I'm sitting in one of my little houses that we just built, we're in the process of building. Whew. So it's not aerated. Anyway, do it. You want to do it, do it. Next, decide on where you want to do it and the land. Where's your land? Where are you buying the land? Is it near a town, a city, an infrastructure already? Or is it not? Is it way out? Like my land is nowhere near an infrastructure. Like there are no, roads, anything I need, I had to make sure I did it myself. So it's not near a city, it's not near anything. So you have to take in consideration of that. How far are you away from everything? Because that's going to determine how much of the infrastructure is going to be on you, 100%. You can buy some land and still do 100% off grid, but there are already some roads and things like that there. Ooh, I got to wipe this sweat. But then there's spots like mine where there's nothing there, barely an access road. It was little, stripped there, and we had to put rocks and stuff like that and kind of do that kind of on our own so we can get to the land. So you need to think of that. Where is it going to be? And am I ready and willing to put in the effort to make it work for me? Okay. So what's my access? Am I near anything? That's one. How much land you want to get as well. All right. So if there's no infrastructure, then you need to think of these things. One, how am I getting my water? Okay. So my land has a creek on it, so that helps. We are building some wells. That helps. We have learned now to use our gutter systems, put gutter systems on everything. So we can have water catching systems and filtering systems that catch the water so we can have drinking, washing, and all kinds of water. So we have, like on just this little house, this is just a 16 by 12 foot house. And on this alone, we catch about 1,200 gallons of water from this house. So we have several structures throughout and we catch lots of water. Our goal is to make sure we catch at least 30,000 gallons for the year. Okay. So you want to make sure you set up your water systems and we set that up, and that connects to our toilets, that connects to our showers, that connects to washing the dishes and all these different things. So we had to decide how much water we're going to need for 6 people living back here, and being able to bathe regularly and water the plants and all these different things that we need. And like I said, we have several sources, so that helps a lot. Electricity. Yeah, think about that. Learn about the solar. We had to play with solar a little bit to get it to work right. The batteries that you get don't always work seamlessly with the inverters that you have to get and the controllers. You need, you have the panels, controller, inverter, and the batteries. Okay. I didn't know that, so I just bought them all separately, different places. They don't all work well together. They're not also simply seamlessly compatible. So The first time it didn't work. And, it worked for a couple hours and just stopped. And I'm like, oh my gosh. Then they came, so we bought some new batteries. They were better batteries and they need to be lithium. But that didn't work because it didn't work well. The batteries were great and the inverter was great, but my inverter had the controller built in it. So, excuse me, they didn't work well together. So we had to take those batteries back. So then we had a company build custom solar batteries for us that worked perfectly with the inverter / controller that we had. And that worked great, 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 great. So you really want to find someone who's quite knowledgeable on the solar. And if it doesn't work the first time, it doesn't mean it doesn't work. It just means that the pieces you have aren't working well together. Something's just not jiving with each other. And so now we're fine. We have our solar. I use it mainly for refrigeration. So I have 4 refrigerators. So my solar panels is mainly for that, for my refrigeration, for my internet. So because I am still working, sometimes I do need internet. I need internet because I have camps back here for children on my property. So I want to make sure I can reach out to the parents, let them know what's going on. I'm using my homestead also for that. I have kid camps to help children learn how to cope with depression, with stress, with life, things we are not generally taught. And so we become dysfunctional adults, learning how to deal with life's curves and pow, pow, pow. And it doesn't have to turn into trauma, adult trauma all the time. So, and I'm really proud of that. And I love sharing my space with that. So I needed internet. And so the thing is, because I'm so far back in the jungle, there wasn't any way for me to get internet. So I had to literally have an entire tower, an internet tower built just for my 43 acres. I had to have one built. So we have that built. And so now I'm able to get internet back here and able to communicate outside when I do have the children back here. That's really important to me. Okay, so our roads, we had to do our roads within here, get our roads set up and everything. And so what I decided to do, since we had so much to do, and we'd been trying several years. I bought this land in 2018, and we've been trying to build on it while we were living somewhere else and paying rent and come back here. It just didn't work. So I just had to just move back here. So we just moved back here, me and my husband and some staff, and then we just moved back here. Put up some glamping tents, some big old glamping tents, some little cabins. We just threw those things up and just moved back here. And that's when we were able to start making some real progress, because we were just too far away from everything and trying to get back and forth. It just wasn't working. So I bit the bullet. I was like, okay, I can live in a nice tent. And, we put up some outdoor showers, and we, at first we had porta potties back here, but we got rid of that. And we got a little toilet system and everything back here. And we have the basics of everything we need. So we just moved back here and just said, we're going to live here in tents and build. And that's been working wonderfully, because we're here now. We have no more bills, outside bills taking some of the money away. No more rent here, electricity here, water bill here, this bill here, that bill here, everywhere you look, we got a bill. We just stopped. And that was the best decision we could have made. Just do it. Stop trying to hold on to out there and then do this back here. That just didn't work. That didn't work. Now, the other thing is planning. So now with the things I'm talking about, you have to plan how you're going to do that, because we grow our own food and everything. So now when it's rainy season, we plan very well now to gather enough water so that we're okay when it's dry season. We make sure we have the right foods rotating, so we are constantly having enough food when we need it, and so we don't have to buy as much. We have to plan how we're going to do all those things, and it's been working out wonderfully. So these are just some of the things I think you need to take into consideration. You got any other questions? Anything I left out? DM me.